Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. Sorry if things are going to feel a little low energy today. Feeling a little icky, so just gonna proceed through, and I hope things still feel a little bit normal, but just in case things feel off, that's why. We did have maintenance last night, as you can see. I did update before starting the record to version 2.11.0. So we got some additional update data to pull down. Alright, let's see how things worked out for me last night. Alright. Full 100 sleep score. Not sleeping in quite as much, but to the alarm, so it's probably fine. Yep, the biological clock is still set around like 6 a.m., so not quite getting, still a little tossy-turny before the alarm goes off. So it looks like a good chunk of snoozing today. Ooh, list again. All right, I will take that. It can be a pleasant surprise. $60 million drowsy power. It's got 7 spawns. We're not at the full 8 yet, but we do have a mix of 1 and 2 stars this time, with at least 1 atop belly. Alright, we got a good chunk of everything in frame. That's it's unusual, hasn't happened in a little bit. We got a pair of Pikachu, 1 atop belly. We got a Shuppet and Caterpie down below, and a Shinx hanging out there in the corner. Who else? Hey! There's a Plusle. You can tell that it's still early morning for me. Can't tell my pluses from my minuses. And Mareep in the other corner. Very nice. Alright. Well, that's certainly a nice surprise. I didn't see much of them, Plusle or Minun, during the 2nd anniversary event, so happy to see one return. And the game crashed. That also hasn't happened in a while. I will be right back. And we're back. Let's see if restarting the game has helped to fix that issue. Okay. Oh, that's a choice. I left it off with just enough for a bonus biscuit. At least I've been continuing to get Poke Biscuits for my daily gifts the last couple of times, so that's been helpful. This is a conundrum. I still want Shinx for trying to get that tomato oil loadout, but I also don't have a good Plusle. Well, I'm gonna, I guess you would call it gamble just a little bit. I'm going to give Plusle the bonus biscuit, because that's for sure gonna take that home. And then with any luck, my one gifted biscuit is a critical hit. It's not. Okay. Well, I didn't want to have to dig into this so early, but I'm gonna. The gamble didn't pay off. And I'll take both home. I'm trying to manifest some good vibes today, so let's see if either of these are worthy. That's where I'm going to wrap that for today. Yeah, we're going to share the Plusle. It's the one I have seen the least, so I want as much candy going out to my community as possible. Not a bad little chunk of XP. We have a modest electric mouse. Alright. Straight coffee, so it's really energized. It's really well caffeinated. So we're going to be looking for skill trigger and inventory up. I want that plus ingredient magnet trigger happening a lot. I like skill trigger. I don't as much like ingredient finder. That can kind of get in the way. Helping speed is good, inventory up is good, and helping speed even more. Alright. So, I want to see what this is going to look like. Because I don't know how that scales. So we've got skill trigger out the gate, which can be sub-skill seated. We have ingredient finder. Helping speed, I mean, it has enough to at least counteract and the helping speed, the speed of help down out of the nature. And this also might be a Pokemon worthwhile. I can try running this with a mint on it and see if just getting rid of that speed of help makes a world of difference. Alright, so that's helping speed, inventory up, and that also can be sub-skill seated. Can be kind of dangerous because you've also got an ingredient finder there. I really don't want it hitting that. And then helping speed M to round things out. There it is. So I just want skill count. That's right. So gets pretty okay once it gets skill trigger, but then kind of drops off because until it gets helping speed, it's fighting its nature the whole time. Yeah, so it, as we can see there, it kind of averages out. It's not great, but it's not terrible. Now, well, I guess first thing I want to see is at 100, it's getting 5.5 a day, which is no so bueno. Not what would be expecting from a skill specialist. So let's go back to this. Let's get this moved over to skill trigger M, and let's just put it on a neutral nature and see how that changes things. Much better, am I right? Night and day. I mean, yeah, the ingredient finder hit at 25 is going to bring it down a little bit. It doesn't have any evolutions, so definitely having that inventory on is important. So definitely getting that up to inventory L is good. You're just going to have to take a chance on that you're hitting inventory up from M to L and not hitting ingredient finder to try to get the most out of it. But at max level currently would be, right now would be hitting 5, which is pretty good. Looks like once it gets to 100, we're looking at just under 7. Which isn't bad. Now, granted, that is taking into account using a mint and a few sub-skill seeds, potentially. But it does have a pretty nice ingredient magnet trigger, and with the possibility that we might see some other plus and minus Pokemon in the near future. Another rumor I was reading through was speculation that the Toxtricity could also be a plus and minus style Pokemon, which would, I mean, it fits on theme for the split forms. But yeah, I'm actually not too upset with this one. So we'll let that run. But definitely a clear example of where one of those mints could be very helpful. Where like almost everything else is in place. It's just that nature is the thing that's just bringing it down. All right, we have a quirky Shinx. Does it have the spread? No. But mono tomatoes are good. That is pretty much the only other thing I can accept. I mean, I've got one I'm very happy with for solo tomato. But let's see. Dream Shard bonus. Inventory up. Ingredient finder, helping speed, and more ingredient finding. And quirky as we saw the no nature effect. So, not bad overall. I would have preferred maybe helping bonus in the place of Dream Shard bonus. That would be real nice. Or skill trigger. But it's got as much ingredient finding as it will allow with its sub-skills. Nature's unfortunately not going to be helpful here. But, not bad. But I think I have one that's better. And actually I can just double check that in just a moment. Alright, pick up some energy recovery and XP for the team, some sneaky snacking. Florigato triggered exactly 0 times all day yesterday. So, my plan for getting rid of some of these ingredients has not been going stellar. But before we jump into everything else, I want to sate my curiosity by taking a look at I believe, yeah. So yeah, very similar, right? It doesn't have the same amount of ingredient finding, but it does, where it makes up for the fact that it has that speed of help down, it has helping bonus and helping speed that can be sub-skill seeded. So I think that one's going to work out a lot better. And with the main skill chance up, that at least is going to maybe trigger a little bit more. Maybe I want to get Shinx on the team now. Give Florigato a shot. Maybe Shinx should get a turn. I know that they have different skill trigger rates between the two species. It's just a matter of, I figured through a day you would at least get one. What? I got none. And I did, is it the Good Sleep Day? Yeah, we got that coming up. So that is that notification. All right, we got news, huh? Oh, maintenance complete, yeah. Maintenance complete news. So expert mode has been added in. Super skill week will be starting coming up soon. Dugtrio and Marowak had their helping frequency shortened, and extra helpful S has had a little bit more effectiveness. So not anything we're going to see, well, at least I'm going to see immediately, but good to see. And from the community, 42 reports. Very good. Thank you everyone for getting in your sleep research. Oh! There's something new here. I'm gonna click on it just because I like clearing notifications. Expert mode. Oh, got a call from Professor Neroli. Great job with your research. Speaking of, there's something new I want to show you. Thanks to your research, we found a special place just beyond your usual site. An especially gluttonous Snorlax sleeps there. If you sleep near this Snorlax, I think we'll get even more interesting research results. This Snorlax seems difficult to raise. It eats and eats but doesn't grow easily. Researching it will be a challenge, so prep your Pokémon well before giving it a try. And we got an expert ticket. That's actually a good call out. Oh, we've also got a... So it looks like it has a slightly different map icon. That's cool. It's got the little badge up in the top left corner of it. Expert mode is a new challenging game mode. It's more difficult to raise Snorlax, but you'll get more rewards than ever before. And if you reach a certain Snorlax rating in a normal area, the expert area will be unlocked. We heard about that from the notes. So you'll need an expert ticket to visit the expert area. In an expert area, Pokemon that gather Snorlax's favorite berries will make bigger contributions, raise many different types of Pokemon, and try it out. And then there's the additional details. And that will not unlock until a couple more days from now. So that's cool. Glad we got that squared away. So when I'm ready to go to expert mode, it's there. But that also then raises an important question. Because I wasn't looking for this when I was in there in that menu a few moments ago. So it's 1. This was the bit of unknown information. 1 expert ticket for the premium exchange. And 3 expert tickets from the normal exchange. So in effect, this is interesting. So this means that for a non-paying user, they're able to get 3 out of the 4 weeks. Let's say that it's a standard Gregorian calendar month where we've typically only got 4 weeks in a month. That means a normal non-premium user is going to get most of the month available in Expert if they choose to focus on that. But only the premium user can go through all 4 months, or all 4 weeks. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I think I'm happy that the premium exchange is limited to one, and the regular exchange has more available, granted at a greater cost. So maybe it was made with the intent for the folks that are really trying to go hard that those options are available. Because for a regular user, in effect for a month, that's 600 sleep points, which is equivalent to nearly an entire week's worth of perfect rest to stay in expert mode most of the month. Yeah, I think I'm happy that the premium one is more limited, that it wasn't matching and that you couldn't just stockpile them. I think that that's good that you can only effectively get enough to run an entire month. I think that's also a good call. I guess I gotta sit and percolate on that for a little bit. But it's there. And can start stockpiling now. Next, let's... No skill triggers? Really? Ugh. Alright. Moment of truth. You're done. You're done. I'm moving on. You've had so much time. You just needed one. I can't even collect everything for Blastoise because it's got a skill trigger literally locked and loaded. Now I've got plenty of apples to flip over and start making tea time corn scones. Apple or honey is not the one that I'm replenishing. There we go. Well, with 70% odds. And by lunch, I'll be done. And I've got enough ingredients to cook it. So I will. So that'll be another dish in the level 65 club. Clear out the skill trigger Pokemon. I want them doing their job. Oh, perfectly to max. Alright. Yeah, did not get out a whole lot yesterday. Not a full grip of berries to get added in there. Is there another? Oh, there's a medal. What did I unlock a medal for? Oh, I've cooked 2,100 times. At day 700 and change, that's, yeah. Oh, that's nice. That is a nice chunk of dream shards. Can I put a luck incense on that? No? Okay. So, with that being said, I'm going to get Florigato off the team because it's just not getting what I need. And then, yeah, I can just leave Shinx as is. We'll give Shinx a try. It doesn't have as big of an inventory, so I'm going to have to be on top of this game a little bit more frequently, but I have full confidence that I should at least be able to get one trigger today and be able to keep a closer eye on things. But with that, that looks like everything that I have for today. Doing good on our missions, on a good track to Master 3. Alright, oh. I didn't collect all your ingredients. That's weird. More bugs. But I'm gonna keep rambling if I don't cut things off here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Let me know your thoughts about the expert tickets now that those are available down in the comments below. I'd be very curious to hear your thoughts and reactions. And I'll be back tomorrow morning with some more sleep research. And hopefully some more fun news and some fun visitors to camp. But until then, sleep well.